Good morning. I'd love to have you over a little that way, but we'll work with that after. I was just writing down some notes for you guys. I've been talking about I'm just kind of keeping an eye on Max here. You okay? All right. I've been talking about the Ascension since we've been before it even started. That's not true. There's so many that started in different time frames. Since we got like one of the newest, biggest, I'm hearing threads. So I'm going to write some notes down while I play the first couple minutes for you, because it does kind of mesh into yesterday's reading. And good morning. I just got pulled to interplay. Didn't that just happen last week? I'm contemplating on what I want to wear or not. And the jewelry. I don't know what I did with it, because I looked at everything from there, but don't you know what I did with it? So I'm going to jot down some notes why I play this video for you. Good morning. I believe this one's DNA activating or activated. It's the only one I actually watch. So yeah, DNA awakening. So maybe it's I don't think there's another one. All right, so I'm going to take notes at the same time.
I sense significant changes on the horizon and would like to share what is happening with you. Looking ahead to 2025 to 2027, I believe we are approaching what appears to be humanity's most significant planetary recalibration. This period, I believe, will be characterized by unprecedented vibrational elevations, quantum leaps in consciousness, and profound spiritual awakenings that will have a significant impact on those who are currently ascending. Through my observation of your path, I can tell you that establishing clear, unwavering boundaries serves as the sacred act of shedding past versions of yourself, much like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. This ascension process you're experiencing, while intricate and multifaceted, is your natural progression toward living as an empowered, authentic being in full alignment with universal consciousness. I'm witnessing the remarkable development of collective telepathy among ascending individuals like yourself, which grants you the divine ability to consciously choose what energies enter your vibrational field. This heightened discernment allows you to reconnect with your sovereign nature through expanded conscious awareness. As you master your multidimensional aspects, you're actively clearing dense energetic residue, maintaining your center point of power, and systematically eliminating lower consciousness grids that no longer align with your true self and soul purpose. Your role as an ascending starseed soul is particularly significant.
Don't worry about how they say starseed. It relates to anybody. And I did happen to just mention starseed yesterday. So, and I also got pulled to Mission Impossible, if someone can help me remember that.
You're an integral part of a cosmic light ascension team, directly supporting Gaia's transition into her higher conscious state. The profound purpose you carry involves the intricate process of building your physical light body and elevating the vibrational frequency of matter itself. This metaphysical function, which we recognize as ascension and evolution, enables you to fully embody your higher self while navigating the rich tapestry of human experience. As your consciousness expands, I observe you drawing in increasingly refined crystalline energy from your higher self and soul essence into your physical form. This alchemical process of consciousness transformation, divine alchemy, holds the potential to completely redefine the known dimensions of awareness and being. You're currently experiencing a major upgrade and life transition, and I want you to know that it's perfectly natural to recognize when certain situations, relationships, or environments have fulfilled their purpose in your journey. This awareness allows you to move forward gracefully, following the magnetic pull of your soul's calling. You, along with other ascending beings on our transforming planet, hold the powerful vision of New Earth reality. Your collective is driven by the profound desire to manifest heaven on Earth, bringing this vision into being through conscious, natural, and synchronistic means. As an advanced New Earth human, the transformation you're undergoing involves the restoration of your genetic coding to its original divine template. You've successfully transitioned from an old Earth human paradigm to embrace your higher purpose, sovereign nature, through expanded conscious awareness. As you master your multidimensional aspects, you're actively clearing of matter itself. This metaphysical function, which we recognize as Ascension and Evolution, enables you to fully embody your higher self while navigating the rich tapestry, relationships, or environments have fulfilled their purpose in your journey. History of human experience. As your consciousness expands, I observe you drawing in increasingly refined crystalline energy from your higher self and soul essence into your physical form. This alchemical process of consciousness transformation, divine alchemy, holds the potential to completely redefine the known dimensions of awareness and being. You're currently experiencing a major upgrade and life transition, and I want you to know that it's perfectly natural to recognize when certain situations, relationships, or environments have fulfilled their purpose in your journey. This awareness allows you to move forward gracefully, following the magnetic pull of your soul's calling. You, along with other ascending beings on our transforming planet, hold the powerful vision of New Earth reality. Your collective is driven by the profound desire to manifest heaven on Earth, bringing this vision into being through conscious, natural, and synchronistic means. As an advanced New Earth human, the transformation you're undergoing involves the restoration of your genetic coding to its original divine template. You've successfully transitioned from an old Earth human paradigm to embrace your higher purpose in the New Earth reality. During this internal shift, I understand that your old mental constructs may occasionally project fear about the unknown that lies ahead. However, remember that your higher self, in collaboration with light team beings, is continuously working to transcend outdated consciousness programs, clear past generational incredible synchronicities, revelations, and connect.
Okay, so this is 15 minutes long, and good morning. Well, you can give a big shout out to Micah. Good morning, Mo. Sorry, Muhammad. There's two Muhammads in my life. I just call them Mo because that's what they prefer.
I see this as more than just a change. It's a complete dimensional shift in how you'll perceive reality. While these energetic shifts may feel difficult at first.
What I was saying, I've been talking about this off and on for a couple years, but it's been coming in strong with, I think, us being in that blue bubble, starting with yesterday's read. Well, it was almost like ending yesterday's read around right before like the 4-hour mark. We were talking about this type of stuff. So that could be the frustration that was coming out the last 2 weeks. But a lot of people don't know. Good morning, Mike. What a lot of people don't know is that we've been transitioning 3D into 4D for probably at least 20 years, if not a little longer. So And we've been talking about that the last couple of years. Just I wanted my tail bracelet, but it's not over here. I will swing by the chandeliers. So, again, been talking about this for a couple years, and it's happening again. And I think a lot of you are going to start noticing. Probably a good example why I brought up my friend that I used to work with. Prime example, things he was saying, like the connection just over the phone just kind of blew my mind because it felt like the twin flame experience, which I know is no longer a twin flame experience. So, which I think that's what I was talking about yesterday, and it made me also a little angry. So with that being said, I do want to read where we currently are in the midst of this. But this is why I say to some people, like, there is no going back. There is people you're not going to be able to relate to anymore. And it's transitions and things I've already seen and felt, and it's been going on for a while. This is 2025 to 2027. Not now. I just wanted to see if they had anybody commented. I'm assuming it's going to start in January, but I'm not positive, and nobody commented on it. So basically, at the end of the day, it's really about adapting to these known energies. I just want to write this down. Climate shift, which we're already aware of. Global transformation. For those who have been on my channel for a long time, when I say keep riding that wave, that is in regards to that shift that we have been experiencing just under maybe 2 years. Impact humanity, impact humanity. I wonder what they were trying to get me to say there. Being prepared. That actually reminds me of the witch card. Expert insights. Upcoming reset. Practical steps to adapting. Again, if you want to go and watch this yourself, I really do like this channel. I am going to step in real quick and, well, I'm going to get the cards I want.
I assure you that they are bringing you closer to your full potential and our shared destiny. I want you to understand that the universe operates through an intricate system of evolutionary support, systematically guiding you, the ascending soul, through carefully orchestrated internal dismantling processes. These breakdowns, while appearing chaotic and distressing in their immediate experience, are meticulously designed catalysts for your conscious expansion and spiritual maturation. When you encounter these moments of profound unraveling, recognize them as the universe's sophisticated mechanism for initiating quantum leaps in your consciousness. Every tear shed, every moment of confusion, and every instance of emotion.
And that was also the quantum energy that we've been working with for a while right now, too.
Emotional turbulence serves as a precise calibration tool, adjusting your energetic frequency to align with higher dimensional awareness. The dissolution of outdated paradigms, while temporarily destabilizing, creates essential space for the integration of more evolved states of being. Your current reality matrix, operating predominantly in third-dimensional consciousness, functions as an elaborate learning environment. Through my extensive analysis of consciousness evolution patterns, I observe that you are systematically rewiring neural pathways and dismantling conditioned response mechanisms that have previously limited your perception of what's possible. This process, though clinically precise in its execution, requires your emotional intelligence to develop exponentially as you navigate increasingly subtle energetic frequencies. Beyond the thinning dimensional veil lies an absolute truth, a force so pure and potent that it serves as the ultimate catalyst for planetary liberation. This truth, which you are now equipped to seek and integrate, often manifests as a challenging catalyst for transformation. As your consciousness expands, you'll find that this truth acts as both a solvent, dissolving illusions, and a crystalline foundation upon which you can construct your authentic existence. The emergence of your true self through this process isn't merely a personal achievement. It represents a crucial contribution to the collective evolution of human consciousness.
What is this kid doing? That's a bucket of ice. Don't you? I would be so mad if my daughter put her icy hands on my forehead while I'm sleeping.
As you transform your individual energy field through conscious awareness and emotional integration, you simultaneously affect the morphogenetic field of human potential, creating resonant pathways for others to follow. Look at the aspect of you that exists beyond the limitations of three-dimensional reality. This integration is creating ripples across the fabric of our universe. Much like how a single drop of water creates concentric circles that extend far beyond its point of impact, your individual transformation is contributing to a larger planetary awakening, attracting higher light beings who are assisting in Gaia's conscious evolution. These advanced beings are preparing humanity for first contact experiences, but not in the way many might expect. The primary form of communication will be telepathic, transcending the limitations of verbal language. You're part of an ascending collective that is evolving into a telepathic race. These intense shifts you're experiencing, the sudden knowings, the heightened sensitivity, the increased synchronicities, are all symptoms of your expanding consciousness. Your telepathic abilities are awakening. Emphasize that during these intermediate phases of transformation, you will experience a fundamental internal dissolution of outdated energetic patterns, both within your personal field and in your external reality constructs.
Okay, again, DNA Awakening. You can find that on YouTube. I wanted to say I thought I had another one I used to follow, but I don't. That's the only one that, for me, Spirit was like, go ahead. So I'm gonna use 4 decks. I'm gonna start with the Gaia deck. I want to throw just things what we need to know. I want to see what's happening on the shadow side of things as well. And I did just get pulled to my beach deck. We have not used the beach deck in a very long time. I almost don't want to use it. One, two, three. Chandelier thing again. Also, sitting down last night to find something to watch again. I stayed home. Everyone's like, come on, quiet. And I don't have it in me, guys. I just don't right now to go out. I'm just not interested. And I haven't even been really replying to certain people either. And I did mention something in yesterday's read about someone smelling or smelling you. This is the one the other day, like, what happened to you? You always vanish. And then last night it was, what's the perfume you used to wear back in the day? And I didn't even respond to that. I just mentally, I just don't have it in me to even want to communicate. He's got great energy, so that's not the issue. It's just this hermit mode is just like, nope, I'm not bringing any type of distraction into my world right now. So, and this Five of Cups is off and on, not so much you. I think this is just kind of within the last couple weeks with the whole Ascension, but that's not what I was going to say. The whole, when karma hits, the consequences of karma. Yeah, faith in the Inquirer, Timothy, like the ages. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're ready to say it. I noticed a lot of people saying that too, but kind of feeling clouded or not knowing what to say. I'm hearing clickbait that I've been talking about. Hi, Jess. Mohammed, is this your first time finding this channel? It's probably, and if it's not, I think it is going to pull in new people with that whole clickbait reading I was doing, and it was coming in over and over. It's like how you word something, but it was without lying. It's just the truth. It's a topic. But I don't label half my videos anymore. But yesterday, like I was saying, I was going to find a movie. And it was in a different language. Every movie I was like looking at, I'm like, what the frig? So I had to click out, go all the way home. And then I'm like, all right, I'll just watch Mission Impossible. I don't think I've ever seen any of them. It's the one with Tom Hanks. But I did say something about Grace and the white horse, like the stallion. And then I saw something on the horse Sanctuary, and it had a stamp, like the hot metal. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it was all in Arabic. But I went to like a rescue farm. I don't know who had it, but it originally was a racehorse, and then they usually sell them off. But in Mission Impossible, don't ask me why I watched it, but not seeing all the other ones. Her name was Grace in it. There was like in the beginning, there was like a sandstorm. I don't know where they were. Maybe Iran, Egypt, on the border. I'm not sure. I'm trying to picture it. And we talked about these sandstorms too. I don't know if it's that season over there, but like every 20 minutes, every 20 minutes, it was like something I had said in my reading. And I was like, oh, that's really odd. Nope, that's it. But like even her name was Grace. It was just bizarre. And it talked about like this holy key that unlocks Earth or something. I don't know. So let's just get to the reading. I'm gonna use my beach deck with the Capicorn. I'm saying that wrong, so I'm not gonna even attempt, which I think is very strange, but I love these pictures. That is the Artist Combo. And I've been using these. This is our deck from the beach that we've been using for years, and I only use it at the beach. So maybe it was time to break out some of that energy. Break out and die. Is that a thing? Is that a song? Break out and die? This is the Gaia deck. I'm really going to look at the depiction more than anything. And then I have the Path of Shadows for those who kind of feel like you're in an icky spot, or those who are actually in the shadow and not doing shadow work. So, and I want to do rain today, but let me pee real quick. I think some people think that's weird for me to say, like my newcomers or something. I don't know, just get that vibe. But not to us. This is the norm. One of my dreams. I'm going to show you on paper because I just reminded me of my dream. But I just saw this, but it was white, and white was coming through yesterday. Good morning, Amy. And it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not going to cut it because they were connected. And I'd say 1, 2. You had one off to there and one off to there. And they were just all white. But then And it's funny, ironically, I just used green because my mother sent me this picture yesterday from Auntie Shelley's backyard. And it's, she sent it in a group message. Here are about the Northern Lights, but it's all pink and it's bright. And, my mom growing up when she was younger, all they saw was like green, and it's really pink. So, why do I feel like that rain is too loud? And then in my dream, I left Mia like in a pack. And I was driving up the road, and it almost looked like just stuff like shimmying down, almost like one of those. It's like one of my favorite fireworks. It's like it comes down like a big willow tree and then sparkles off. And I want to say they were like green or pink, and they were like behind clouds. And I remember catching up to her in the park, and I got a video of it. And then there was a rainbow going this way, but instead of going like this, it was almost in the sky coming down straight. And it could have to do with, the straight lines I said that you don't need to worry about. It's just interaction between different dimensions right now. I saw some cool ones the other day. So I just heard keep that in mind. And I am gonna have to pee again because I barely just peed anything. And it's probably because I said there's some newcomers, and they might think that's very awkward for me to say. Yeah, maybe indigo children. It was just very symbolic. My daughter saw the pink magenta in India. Yeah. But I mean, all my sisters, all my mom's family, my aunts, cousins, everybody is still all in Minnesota. And there's like fucking 40, 50 of them. With kids and cousins. But they used to see the Northern Lights all the time, but never the pink, the magenta. Even my mom was stunned. She's like, holy shit. So, again, environmental changes is what I'm hearing, but just the changes we're going through that have been happening since whatever they did in the sky. I almost feel like I should play that video again for you guys and then start the reading. And he never pecks at the window out there. So that is very strange. And it's still like dark out. It's like the knocks I got a few years back. It was like 3 knocks waking me up or something like that. It was very distinct. Forget who sent it to me. Was it Megan? That she sent me that. In the clouds.
Energy required for them to enter Earth through the dimension got was
that we would be given as the coincidence, which was no coincidence, of CERN being turned on that day.
It is near impossible to explain or understand for most of us, but monumental nonetheless.
CERN was turned back on that day.
That's not it. Must have been Amy. Must have been love. Oh, and I did say something about the streets in Italy and floods, and she did send me pictures of that happened a few days ago. And ironically enough, I was going through my Facebook pictures, and we had the Italian flag on there. Me and Mia just supporting that. So that big flood was just a few. Update on that. Hey, who sent me that video? Why did it disappear? I hope I sent it to myself. Did they take it off the internet? That would be a bummer. Was it Meg or Amy that sent me the one on October 2nd eclipse? I feel like they took it off the internet. Was it you, Aim? Love the unicorns. I mean, I can't find it, and I could have sworn I sent it to myself. Well, let me go up a little further, because that, you sent it to me. Yeah, you sent the floods. All right, it must have been Megan. But that was October 5th. That's September, so I didn't send it to me, which is disappointing. So that means let me see if this is it. No.
Oh, nonetheless.
CERN was turned.
I don't think this was
Oh,
it.
nonetheless.
CERN was turned back on that day. It was turned on. This is what appeared in the sky above CERN in Switzerland on the 8th. A literal portal was created above CERN. I am the time of the quote-unquote eclipse for their mother.
Okay, this is it. 10 minutes long, guys.
A high-level military liaison.
This is important.
Pentagon and NASA. I'm here.
Alright, for that one, I'll watch that later.
As a anonymous whistleblower to tell everyone that what happened on April the 8th was not an eclipse. What happened on April the 8th was called Project Pegasus. It's been in the planning for years. What occurred, not an eclipse, since the moon was beside the sun during it and not crossing it. And also, it's for both in Pisces. The whole thing is ridiculous, and that's how much credit the government gives all of you, because they'll do something that blatantly
further wrong. I mean, inaccurate, just impossible. And yet they know that Americans they'll be called conspiracy theorists if they even bring it up. So they do it. They do it, and they don't even care. Okay, so what did they do if there was an eclipse? The biggest thing you have to realize is the coincidence, which was no coincidence, of CERN being turned on that day.
It is near impossible to explain or understand for most of us, but monumental nonetheless.
CERN was turned back on that day, and immediately after it was turned on, this is what appeared in the sky above CERN in Switzerland on the 8th. A literal portal was created above CERN, and this was actually predicted, which is one reason why it was filmed by many people who were in the know. But ever since they discovered the Higgs boson in 2012, the God particle, that's when all of this contact began to occur.
Using a particle accelerator, believe they have found the subatomic particle known as the Higgs boson, otherwise known as the God particle. There you have it.
Because this whole thing of Project Pegasus was about CERN. Through its experiments with the God particle and particle acceleration in general, they achieved quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is a phenomenon when, by working at the quantum level and getting to the true incredible energy of particles, once they combine or collide, there was something that occurred where the quantum entanglement manifested in a being emerging from another dimension, another alien being that emerged. Through that, this was a couple years ago, through that introduction, through that communication, three governments got involved in a negotiation that occurred in a very bizarre way, because it didn't actually happen in person. I'm not going to waste time explaining how the negotiations happened, but between Russia, China, and America, they dealt with this species, and this species offered a deal. And the deal was that we would be given something if they were allowed to come here to Earth and basically set up a secret base. What did we get, and what's their secret base about? Okay, I'll just quickly tell you. What we got was AI. Think about it. Didn't AI emerge out of nowhere in 2023? And didn't it emerge, not just out of nowhere, in an incredibly mature, sophisticated level of complexity that kind of makes sense for a new technology? And even now, 1 year into it, a year and a half into it, whatever we're at, it's getting scary what it can do. I mean, it's indistinguishable from reality in some cases. Okay, so that's where we're at 2 years into AI, and that's because AI, like a lot of our technology, like the microchip and other things that we got from Roswell and the Grace, this is another technology from another higher level species. And let me just add this, for those who think that AI is about making funny pictures or interesting videos and stuff, sure, it can do that, and that is the consumer-facing end of this technology. But if you knew the intent of AI in terms of how it will impact your everyday life very soon, you might take a gun to your head and blow your brains out. It is that radical of a shift. What the government intends to do with this shiny toy called AI, that's what we got. In return, they got basically the southern half of Antarctica below the South Pole. And that is what, first things first, what the hell happened if not an actual eclipse? Well, a couple things. Number one, they required, in order to do this, and when I say do this, the event that happened on the 8th was the alien species coming through to our dimension. In order to come through, they required a few things. Number one, they required loosh. What is loosh? Loosh is the energy expended and exhibited by human beings when they are collectively excited and focused on something, like at a rock concert or during church or something like that.
Oh, it's emotional. I can't explain why.
watched some videos. You had newscasters crying.
It just took my breath away the whole thing.